Hello, Editing Austin here. Before we get into the episode, we just wanted to acknowledge that we saw the news regarding Bruce Campbell, and cancer's a really scary thing to deal with, but Bruce Campbell is beloved in the horror community, especially those of us from Michigan. Evil Dead is such an inspiration to us horror filmmakers and horror fans, whether you're from Michigan or not, but especially if you're from Michigan. So, we here at Would You Die podcast wanted to send our love to Bruce Campbell. And with that, it's time for the show.
Have you ever felt a knife cut through human flesh and scrape the bone beneath?
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Be my victim.
My children now. Mommy's with the maggots now.
Death has come to your little town, Sheriff.
Well, hi there.
Hello, and welcome to Would You Die, the show where it could look like someone you know, or it could be a stranger in a crowd. Whatever helps it get close to you. Ooh. I'm Austin Torres.
And I'm Anneliese Petersmark.
And what are we doing today?
Today we are kicking off 313 month, Horror in the D.
Horror in the D. Detroit horror films.
Hell yeah, brother. And we are talking about the movie It Follows.
Woo woo.
A movie that is filmed almost completely in the Metro Detroit area.
Yes, and I think we should do every movie introduction like the announcer for the Pistons.
Okay.
Jeremy, what's his name?
I don't know his last name, but Mason.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about? So we got Detroit horror films, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what would it be for It Follows? It follows.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was like trying to figure out where you were going with this. Yeah, absolutely. Standing at 6'5", playing point guard. It follows.
Yeah, that was so good.
Thanks, I try. So, if you've never seen It Follows, obviously, spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what it's about. 15-year-old Jay is finally making her forays into the dating world with disastrous consequences. When the consequences of her sexual experiences are less disease and more demon, what will she and her friends do?
Follow.
Run, actually. Okay, personal connections, everybody.
So I actually saw this film a few years after it came out because I'm pretty sure this is a 2014 film.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't as accessible because this is a smaller indie movie.
Yeah.
So I think it became like mainstream available in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I watched it in the Trumpet House with Cameron.
Shout out Trumpet House.
Shout out Cameron.
Shout out Cameron.
And I just thought it was fine.
Okay.
I thought it was a Halloween ripoff.
Which is fair. There's definitely some Halloween inspiration, and
Mm-hmm.
the directors and writers have talked about that.
I think I watched it around a year later with my mom,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, actually, I really like this.
That's fair.
And then I've seen it a couple more, 2 more times since, including yesterday, where I watched it for today, and the only other time I've seen it in my Letterboxd era, October of 2024, where I saw it at the Redford Theatre for its 10th anniversary. That was a really special personal experience.
I love that.
How about you? What's your personal connection with this film?
I actually saw this movie not in theaters,
Mm-hmm.
but like right after it was out of theaters, because it did have a like wide release in March of 2015.
Okay.
So it had like a limited release in 2014, then a wide release in 2015. I saw it on streaming. I don't remember what streaming, but I was in like a friend's basement or something, I think the summer after I graduated high school. But I do remember this being like very popular and everyone in my like high school saw this movie. Now, 10 years later, I'm pretty sure that was probably because like everybody else but me knew that it was filmed like kind of near us.
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue at the time. So I was just kind of like, yeah, sure. So I saw this movie. It terrified me because, again, I was like very much a horror novice. I didn't watch horror movies back then. So it was a very like scary movie for me. The slow walking really got me.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that has a slow walker is gonna get me, even to this day. I mean, Halloween is scary to me, even though I'm sure other people are desensitized from that. That gives me like the good kind of, fear.
We love Mikey My.
We do.
And we don't care who knows.
We don't care who knows. And also, I grew up in I grew up partially in the Metro Detroit area. My parents were divorced. I spent most of my time with my mom in like rural thumb area, but I also lived partially down in like Warren, Michigan, so like Macomb County,
like that North Detroit suburb area,
and
where a lot of these characters
because this mostly was filmed in Clawson, or at least the director is from Clawson, so a lot of it was filmed in Clawson. And so it was interesting to watch it because I think when I watched it as a teenager, I wasn't really paying attention to it with the cultural context that it was filmed here.
Right.
So I was just like, yeah, this is what the Midwest looks like. And
not realizing it was actually your home.
Then yesterday I was like, oh shit, no, this is what like Michigan, like Metro Detroit looks like. That's so crazy.
Right.
So that was really surreal. Jeremy has kind of probably the craziest personal connection out of all of us. So I'm going to let him get to it.
So I watched this movie for the first time. When did we watch this?
Saturday, I think. 2 days ago.
Yeah. So 2 days ago from date of recording, I watched it for the first time. I knew the title of this movie, and like I knew, like, if somebody were to be like, to say like, have you seen It Follows, I would know off rip that's a horror movie that came out around the time I graduated high school, but never saw it. Also didn't know it was filmed or took place in Metro Detroit. Like, truly, I didn't really know anything about the movie. I knew that there was an It, and it probably followed. That's about all I had. So I saw it for the first time a couple days ago, and as we were approaching a scene in this movie, Anneliese looks at me and goes, "You're never gonna get." What's the guy's name? The character Paul. She goes, "You're never gonna guess where Paul works." And they cut to an ice cream place that, I am not kidding, is 2 walking blocks from my dad's house. It is called Clark's. It's awesome. I saw it and I went, fucking Clark's? Clark's is awesome. I've been to that place a million times. We walked past it yesterday. So, yeah.
Did you guys walk past it in honor of the podcast?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda.
We went to downtown Berkeley to take some pictures, and we were like, well, we have to.
I gotta get the Clark's ice cream cone.
I mean, we didn't actually, because they're closed right now. It's winter.
No, yeah.
But
no, you can't get Clark's right now.
But yes, Clark's is actually the place where I had probably the biggest brain fart of my entire life. So Clark's is really known for their massive ice cream cones.
Yeah, big waffle cones, and it's a hard scoop place.
Well, and even if you order a small, it's huge.
Yeah.
So I last summer we got Clark's. I was eating my ice cream cone, and I was like, you know what? I'm really kind of done with this ice cream, but I really want the cone. So I flipped it upside down and just ate the bottom of the cone, not thinking about the fact that all of the melted ice cream was gonna come out of the cone.
We were sitting outside of Clark's, and I watched her look at the ice cream cone, lift it up over her head, chomp off the bottom of the cone, and ice cream just poured out onto her, and she just looked at me and was like, I fucked up.
So that's the real horror, is Clark's ice cream too big.
But Clark's is awesome.
But yeah, so that is kind of a crazy connection. It's
my childhood ice cream place.
His childhood ice cream place is the ice cream place from the movie.
Yeah.
Which is so funny. So that's, yeah.
I love that.
My brain didn't process it when I saw it on the screen, because I saw it's on the corner of Taylor and 12 Mile, and I saw the street signs before I saw building.
Yeah.
And then in my head I was like, oh, hey, that's right by my dad's house. And I went, And I saw Clark's, and I said, oh, hey, that looks like Clark's, which is right by my dad's house. And I went, oh, my God, that's Clark's. That's right by my dad's house.
They filmed this right by my dad's house.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, for some backstory, historical context, how did this movie happen? It all kind of starts with David Robert Mitchell, who is the director of It Follows. He is from Clawson, Michigan, as we mentioned. He graduated undergrad from Wayne State.
Go Warriors.
Go Warriors. And then he went to Florida State University to get his master's in film.
Go Seminoles.
Go Knowles. So yeah, he kind of started doing like a coming of age drama, and then his second foray into filmmaking, like feature-length films, was It Follows. And it really had pretty remarkable commercial success considering its independent film budget.
Yeah, like it's a mainstream horror film, but it's not made by a studio.
Mm-hmm.
When I say mainstream, I mean like I think most people have heard of this movie.
Yeah, I would agree. So it was shot in late 2013 in Detroit, Michigan. There's a bunch of places that we're going to talk about. I have like a whole list of kind of all of the places that you can see and all the big stuff. But it was kind of really, like, the basic idea was the fact that he had recurring dreams as a child about being followed. And that was kind of the feeling he used. And the sexual transmission part of it kind of came later because he wanted something that could transfer between.
Right.
This is also, I don't know, like, here's the problem. Is a lot of this, I'm like, is this actual, like, historical context, or is this just, like, I was a teenager in 2014, so this is what I remember? Like, I feel like there's, a big emphasis on, like, STDs and that kind of stuff, but that also could just be like being a teenager. Like they talk about that a lot in like sex ed and stuff. So
right.
I don't know.
But also it's kind of like a horror thing too. This
right.
movie borrows a lot from Halloween, like we mentioned earlier, and that's a big thing with Halloween. Teenagers get horny. Teenagers meet Mikey, my teenagers die.
Yeah. And that's like, I mean, that's the big horror movie thing, right? Is like,
right.
If you're a virgin, then you're good. You're the final girl. If you're not, you're going to get what's coming to you.
Right. And this is an interesting one where...
kind of a modern take on it, I think.
Where the final girl loses her virginity right away. That's the inciting incident.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But she has to fight through that.
Right.
And even by the end, we're not really sure if she's fully escaped it.
Yeah, because it's... nuanced. That's not the word I'm looking for. Ambiguous. I mean, it is nuanced, but
it is nuanced and also ambiguous. That being said, there is a sequel that's coming out.
They've been. It's They Follow.
It is They Follow. Maika Monroe is signed on for it. It was announced in October 2023. Filming is due to begin this year. So obviously, we'll
they've been
see,
working on it for a bit. And Maika Monroe, we'll talk about her a bunch.
Yeah.
She's had a moment since then.
Absolutely. So we'll kind of, talk about her. But yeah, so in terms of getting into this movie, that's basically how that started to happen. He got inspired by his youth, which I think also plays into why he chose to film it here. It is a terror from his childhood, so setting it and placing it here, although the actual setting is kept pretty ambiguous. I mean, like, they do mention, like, Clawson High School, but everything is it's meant to feel very timeless. They used a lot of different cars from a lot of different eras. Some people have futuristic devices and cell phones. Other people do not, and they rely on landlines. The TVs are all really ancient.
They really only mention Detroit like once or twice.
Right, exactly. So,
but they have a really big kind of like monologue before, not monologue, but like dialogue scene before the final battle in the pool, where one of the girls was like, I never understood, and she's talking about like 8 Mile and the suburbs and this, it's like that's like the big, this is Detroit moment.
So anyway, so that's kind of like getting into how this was thought up.
Yeah.
So as far as how it relates to Detroit, and then we can kind of talk about the film as a whole, really kind of luckily, MichiganBusiness.org published this really nice, like, info packet called the It Follows tour,
Ooh.
which kind of tells us all about the different places that are shown in the film. So we start out in JC Park. That is kind of where we begin the story. That's like where she is when she has sex for the first time. It is in Troy. It's on Long Lake Road. Jay's house and Greg's house are across from each other. They are both in Sterling Heights. The first thing that the inciting incident, like you said, is Jay goes out with this guy named Hugh.
Yep.
And they go to the Redford Theatre.
The historic Redford
The
Theatre.
historic Redford Theatre.
Where I saw this movie for its 10th anniversary in 2024.
Which is so fun. It is in the old Redford neighborhood of Detroit. It is a Japanese-style theater with a fully functioning Wurlitzer organ.
And they feature the organ.
Yes, they do.
In the movie.
Why don't you talk about your kind of, like, experiences going to Redford? Because you kind of go there quite often, and you've been to film festivals there and stuff.
Yeah, so I started going there. First time I've been there was late 2013. Me and my friend John, we went to go see The Thing. It was awesome.
Nice.
And I wanted to keep going, so I did. And since then, I've been a couple times. I've seen Spider-Man 2 on film.
Love that.
There, The Thing was also on film. I've seen Gremlins there. I have plans to see Jurassic Park later this month.
I was going to say, me too.
I went to a screening of The Evil Dead, which was hosted by Michigan State alumni and prior Would You Die guest Josh Mallerman. Also, he's the author, most famous for books like Bird Box and Goblin. And yeah, he's done a bunch of books. He had a new book called, what was it called? Watching the Evil Dead. It was about like
Oh yes, 'cause
artist.
that's why you went, right?
Yeah, and it was a really cool event, and there was and obviously I saw It Follows. I mentioned
Yes.
I seen It Follows there, and people cheered. It was awesome.
I bet.
And I'm trying to think if I've seen other stuff, but there's a festival that's hosted at the Redford called Festival of Darkness. And in 2024, they selected Spider. So I got to see my short film Spider at the Redford, and Spider closed. It was a really cool event. And something I should mention, which made watching The Evil Dead here really cool, is the Redford Theatre, I think, is historically best known for being the premiere site of The Evil Dead. Back while it was called Book of the Dead. And there's like a really famous picture of Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell, and I think Rob Tapper, might have been Scott Spiegel, but in front of the Redford sign.
That's awesome.
When they're babies. And me and my film partner and best friend Doug, we have a picture with our Spider in front of the Redford sign. So we love the Redford in this house. We don't care who knows.
Fair.
And one last thing I'll say about the Redford, and then we can move on. In this scene, my friend Caitlin's in it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
She's an
She's an
actress. Mm-hmm. And it's like a very quick little extra type role, but I saw it this time. I'm like, my friend. I did the Leo point.
That's awesome.
Shout out Caitlin. Shout out Redford.
Yeah, so It Follows had a 12-hour shoot at the Redford Theatre, which is kind of interesting because it's such a short scene, really.
There's a good, 3 or 4 minutes.
That's true.
And then coordinating extras, and
yep,
I can see why it was 12 hours.
Several members of the theater were extras in the film.
Mm-hmm.
The theater coordinator, Steve Overstreet at the time, obviously, said that the cast and crew were very inclusive of the volunteers. There were probably 24 members from the film, and then the theater actually hosted the cast and crew's private screening of the film several months later. Lynn Walls, who is the theater's organist, was playing the organ during the film shoot. So yeah, they really kind of not only used the actual venue, but really respected like the people who work there and the people who were there and wanted them to be a part of it, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah. I almost went the other week. They were showing Rashomon, and I really wanted to go, but it was
Cold.
It's one of our worst winters
Yeah.
in a while,
Mm-hmm.
and it was cold.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love the Redford.
Yeah. Other places that you can see, after the Redford Theatre date, they go to Nick's Country Oven, which is a restaurant in Clawson that they go to after the cinema. As we mentioned before, Paul, one of Jay's friends, works at Clark's Ice Cream and Yogurt, which is on 12 Mile in Berkeley.
Yep.
And then you can see they used some like outsides of buildings and some insides. The other big notable things, they drive by or pass by the Packard plant. Paul does when he is driving by the hookers towards the end of the movie, which was designed by Albert Kahn, who is also known for doing like the Fisher Building. Packard Motor Company was kind of one of the most advanced auto production facilities in the country. The abandoned Packard plant is kind of known as one of the symbols of the decline of the city, which is really interesting. It's kind of interesting watching this now in 2026 when
more than 10 years removed.
Detroit is and has been for a while now on the come up, back on the upswing. And so it's really interesting to kind of know that like the Packard plant is this like very notable, it's pretty much that, and then the train station that we're seeing as kind of the symbols of decline in Detroit.
Right.
And now the train station is back up and like, not running. It's not an actual functional train station, but it is a beautiful like historical monument. They are building a train station right behind it. It is, first of all, gorgeous. We went over Christmas. It's awesome.
The Pistons are back.
The Pistons are back.
The Wings are back. Mm-hmm. The Tigers are back.
The Tigers are there. The Lions are.
They're here.
There for the first time.
Yeah, I was about to say. But since the Super Bowl era started.
Right.
No, the Lions dominated in the 40s. We could say they're back.
That's fair. So yeah, the Packard plant just being, like I said, it's kind of interesting seeing that, which is, again, like kind of the big symbol of like the decline of the city.
I think.
And it's not on the decline anymore, and that's beautiful.
Right. I think it's funny because like we're talking about personal connections. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of like North Detroit in this movie.
Yeah.
And I'm from the other side.
You are. That's
I'm from
true.
south of Detroit, so I don't have as much. Not that it's far, you know.
No, but it's far enough.
But like when I was growing up, why would I go to Sterling Heights?
Fair. Yeah.
Whereas like the Redford, first time I went in 2023, but there's like, you know, there's opportunities to go to the Redford from, you know.
Right.
You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So they also used the Northville Psychiatric Hospital. This is where Jay is tied to the wheelchair in kind of the abandoned like parking garage in there. That is like that, which I think it being an old psychiatric hospital makes it almost creepier.
Right.
So that's kind of fun if you know that. Most of the school scenes, like when she is in class, are actually filmed at UD Mercy, the University of Detroit Mercy.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is in Detroit.
In case you guys didn't know.
If you didn't pick up on it. I mean, listen, there's a lot of things that are going to say Detroit on them that are actually in Metro Detroit, which if you're from here, you know. If you're not, you might not. This one's actually in downtown Detroit. And so, yeah, that's kind of why it looks more like a college campus when you see it.
Right.
That being said, the scene at the end, the pool scene, is the exterior is the High Lift building, which is in Waterworks Park in Detroit. It is, again, like a Waterworks building. It is, you know, this beautiful piece of architecture. And then the inside of the pool scene is actually filmed in Clawson High School, like in the real Clawson High School, which is funny because like the whole thing is called Clawson High School. Like they mention that. But yeah, so and then, you know, like there's just other scenes where you can see them like driving down John R. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, and that's so like weird and surreal to watch a film like knowing. I don't know that I've ever had that experience really before. Like, watching a film that is filmed somewhere that I would recognize or be comfortable with, really.
Right.
I'm trying to think if I have. I'm sure I have to have, but I don't know.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Because, like, you know, we don't live in a city that's like New York or LA where a bunch of artists are making stuff that's set in those. There's not as many films set in Detroit. And the ones that are, like, off the top of my head, like RoboCop,
are usually filmed somewhere else.
it's filmed somewhere, and if you didn't know Detroit, you wouldn't care less. But if you're from, it's like, yeah, it's not Detroit at all.
Right.
RoboCop still rules.
One of the like most egregious examples I can think of in recent memory is there is a show called Good Girls, and it stars Retta, Mae Whitman, and Christina Hendricks. And it's a very good show. It's very good, but it is about these three women who end up kind of like in like a... They're upper middle class women in Metro Detroit, and they end up in like a life of crime, basically. It stars Matthew Lillard as well. He plays the husband of one of the...
Who is from Michigan.
Yes. And the story takes place in Michigan, and they talk all the time about different Michigan cities that they go to. Like, they're like, well, I have to go to Troy today, or I have to, like, I live in West Bloomfield. And I'm like, there are palm trees in the background. I do not think you are correct.
So kind of like Halloween, Haddonfield, Illinois,
right,
with their garbage bag of leaves in the Palm Springs.
Yeah, like,
behind Mikey.
I actually don't believe you that that's where you are. I think you are somewhere else. But so that's kind of like, I think about that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's really cool to just have that experience, I think, of watching a movie and being like, that's my ice cream place.
Right.
That's my movie theater. I know that road. I know those houses. Scream 4, a lot of it was shot in Michigan, kind of like Ann Arbor area. Pontiac, I think they filmed a little bit. And like Transformers was filmed, like there's a scene filmed in the old trade station before they made it pretty.
Yeah.
But we used to have a tax incentive here in Michigan. And then stupid people got rid of it and kind of tanked the film industry in Michigan and honestly the economy here in Michigan. But we don't talk about that enough.
We can and should.
They're trying to bring it back. There's a lot of groups here that are fighting the good fight, trying to get a Michigan tax incentive rolling again.
Well, because they have kind of a crazy one in California, which is why a lot of films and TV shows are filmed there. I mean, obviously, there's also the Hollywood thing, but Hollywood exists because of the tax incentive.
We were on pace to really become a film hub here.
Yeah.
Studios were really interested. We were bringing in big...
kind of like the next Vancouver. Like Vancouver also has a pretty big tax incentive.
There's like blockbusters though, like the remake of Red Dawn was filmed here.
Yep, Batman versus Superman was filmed. A lot of it was at Michigan State.
Yep.
True.
I already mentioned Scream 4. I already mentioned Transformers. I know there's more, but to wrap it up real quick, we were in position to really be on an economic boom, not just for film, but for all the industries that film needs, like food, hotels, carpenters, the people who build sets, not just camera people. Like, there's so many industries that film, when you bring these huge productions in, they benefit. But, Republicans take office and they're like, we don't like helping people. So Snyder and his just stupidity killed all that. And Atlanta becomes a film hub. And now Walking Dead and a shit ton of Marvel movies. Now people are moving to Atlanta all the time.
It like the hit show Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean...
No, I know what you mean.
I've never been to Atlanta, so I'm not going to throw any shade there. I just see the peach at the end of movies. I'm like, that could have been us.
Yeah. It could have been a tire.
It could have been a tire. I thought you said a tiger for a second.
No,
Since
that'd be insane.
Since I have your attention and we're talking about it, and we want to talk about things filmed places near us. Actually, part of Batman vs. Superman obviously was filmed at Michigan State University, which we all know and love. Another part of it, in fact, a pretty significant part of it, the Batcave part of it, was filmed at a Girl Scout camp in my hometown. And I don't even mean the Metro Detroit hometown. I mean like the little small, like middle of nowhere place in the thumb that I grew up with my mother. And that's my fun fact. The end.
Spider was filmed in St. Clair Shores, and The Blood Witch was filmed in St. Clair Shores, and Ice Cream was filmed in Pontiac, and Best Day Ever was filmed in Detroit?
Why'd you have to think about that one?
I don't remember. It was 2020.
That's fair.
And Dietary Restrictions was filmed in Monroe-ish area.
Has dietary restrictions been announced yet?
Yes. Oh, no, not as of recording date.
Oh, not as of recording,
As of release.
That
Yep.
makes sense. I forget. It's March in real life.
And we're, yeah.
No spoilies about what happens between now and then.
No, that's fair. I won't do that. I forgot that we film or we record
No, you're good.
Like
You're
a
good.
a
month.
million years in advance. Yay, and exciting. Okay, we love that
Me too.
because we love Detroit.
And we don't care who knows.
A
Horror in the D.
horror in the D. So yeah, like you were kind of saying, in terms of cultural impact, first of all, this movie, like we talked about, had a pretty big success story for being such an independent, like budget film. It kind of spurred a lot of people's careers. David Robert Mitchell has done a couple movies since then. He did a movie called Under the Silver Lake.
I hear great things about it. I think it's a Robert Pattinson.
It is Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
And
Yes, I'm
Riley, I never know how to pronounce her name. Elvis's granddaughter, Riley Keough.
I know her face.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm sure I am. Keough, maybe. But that one. And then he has another one in 2016 or 2026. Not 2016. 2026. August 2026. Coming out called Flowervale Street, which is a sci-fi film that stars Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor. It's a big one done by Warner Bros. So
And then after that,
we'll see.
they follow.
And then after that, they follow.
Maika Monroe,
Maika Monroe.
I think, is the big star.
Yeah, definitely.
Not at time of not when the movie comes out or
no.
is being made, I should say.
No, I was gonna say she definitely was. She was in movies before then, but mostly
Yeah.
as background characters. And then she, since then, has done like a lot. And
It's so funny. She looks so young in this movie.
yeah, well, she kind of is.
Yeah, she is, because she's like my age.
Right. She would have been,
She would have been like just out of high school.
yeah, like 20 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
When she
Maybe
was filming,
19.
maybe 19.
And I was around that same age then.
Right. Probably her most famous breakout role in recent years was Longlegs, maybe.
I think. Well, there's a lot of like.
She's been in a lot. So
Yeah, because like the biggest budget thing she was in is Independence Day Resurgence.
that's true.
But we don't
yes.
talk about that.
That's fair.
Long Legs, I think, because that was like the horror movie of summer 2024.
Yes.
A bunch of people were talking about.
She
Long
also
Legs.
has a lot coming out, like,
She's in a great movie called The Guest by Adam Wingard, who is best known for directing You're Next and Godzilla vs. Kong. The Guest rules. Has Dan Stevens in it. We love Dan Stevens in this house.
we do.
What else has Maika been in? She's going to be... Oh, she's in this movie I saw on Hulu with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Oh yeah, that
was
came
really
out,
good.
like this year.
Yeah, and she's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be in a romantic movie this year. I
Yeah,
forget what it's called.
She's gonna be in Reminders of Him,
That's the one with...
which is a Colleen Hoover joint.
I don't know who that is, but it's the guy... Bradley Whitford's in it.
Yes.
And the guy from Him.
yes, Tyreek Withers.
Yeah. I saw a
Mhm.
trailer for it yesterday.
Yes.
Which is why I know that.
She also is going to be in a movie called Victorian Psycho, which is a horror thriller.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got Thomasin McKenzie and Jason Isaacs in it.
For horror fans, you can see her in Watcher, a phenomenal film. With it's her, she's the main lead, obviously. But like it's a young director, Chloe Okuno, might be her debut. But Maika Monroe is amazing in this movie. Basically, a young American woman moves with her husband to Bucharest, and she's like suspects that a stranger just watches her from the apartment across the street, and she thinks he might be a creepy serial killer murderer dude.
Love it.
Is she right? You'll have to watch the movie to find out. Also, Bern Gorman is in it, and he rules.
Nice.
If you don't know who Bern Gorman is, he's in a bunch of Guillermo del Toro films.
Can I read you the synopsis for this Victorian Psycho movie she's going to be in, like,
Sure.
later this year? Winifred Noddy arrives at Ensor House prepared to play the perfect Victorian governess. She'll dutifully tutor her charges, Drusilla and Andrew, tell them bedtime stories, and only joke about eating children. But the longer Winifred spends within the estate's dreary confines, and the more she learns of the perversions and pathetic preoccupations of the Pounds family, the more trouble she has sticking to her plan. Whether creeping across moonlit lawns in her undergarments or gently tormenting the house staff, Winifred struggles at every turn to stifle the horrid compulsions of her past until her chillingly dark imagination breaches the feeble boundary of reality on Christmas morning.
Ooh.
So that sounds fun. She's starring in that, so.
She's also in an upcoming film called Blood Covenant. And Joe Keery's also in this movie of Stranger Things fame. Steve Harrington.
Yeah.
But what's cool about this film is I'm not quite sure what it is, but it feels like it's a collection of short films that are being brought together to make a feature. Because my friend, Brett Miller, he's one of the directors.
Oh, wow.
On this. And longtime fans of the podcast know Brett Miller is the very first guest when I started this podcast. And he's been on quite a few times, and he's a homie. Shout out Brett, and congratulations. But yeah, Maika Monroe's in that movie.
That's amazing. That's so exciting. So yeah, this movie has had quite a cultural impact. I really think
Maika Monroe, Scream Queen?
I would call her that. Her Wikipedia certainly does.
It Follows. Well, not They Follow, not yet. But It Follows, Longlegs, Watcher,
That Victorian Psycho
Victorian
one we just
Psycho.
talked about.
The Guest is a kind of horror. I think it's more action thriller, but just because of her, just because of the director, and just because of the violence, it's at least horror adjacent.
Nice.
So yeah, I think Maika Monroe, Scream Queen.
Keir Gilchrist is also kind of a standout actor.
Yeah.
He is
He
Paul.
plays Paul. Mm-hmm.
He's probably most known for Atypical, which is a drama comedy where he plays a young autistic boy, if I'm correct. I haven't seen it, but Jeremy has.
I really know him from It Follows, but he was in a movie from last year called Freaky Tales, and Freaky Tales rules. It has Pedro.
Real.
It has a couple cameos I don't want to mention.
Okay.
Because it's better if you don't know. Just know Pedro's in it, and I'll say Ben Mendelsohn.
Nice. Okay.
And it's from the directors of the first Captain Marvel.
I love that. He was also in the movie adaptation of It's Kind of a Funny Story, which was based on a novel by Ned Vizzini. I'm not the first person to say this, nor will I be the last. It's Kind of a Funny Story is a very moving novelization that talks about like mental illness and self-harm in teenagers. And it is a very beautiful story, and it has helped a lot of young people. And the movie stars Keir Gilchrist, Emma Roberts, and Zach Galifianakis. So that's kind of what I know him from.
Okay.
But I don't think that's what most people know him from.
That is the first thing I knew him from before he did the show you just mentioned, Atypical.
Yeah.
Which is he was very well received in his role in Atypical. That show went for like 5 seasons on Netflix. And survived COVID to put out its last season, which was not.
I've heard of Atypical, so I feel like that's probably his most famous role. But It Follows might be.
Yeah,
it's up there. It's up there. The
most famous project, maybe.
His
you
most
just
famous
named
role.
Freaky. There's another. He did another horror-ish movie too.
Well,
I think.
it says on his IMDb that he's in a couple episodes of The Walking Dead: Dead City.
That's not a show I've seen, but.
And it also says that he played young Henry in Dead Silence.
Dead Silence. He was in the Stanford Prison Experiment.
He was in
Tales of Halloween.
a show with Elizabeth Olsen called Love and Death. That's kind of recent.
Heartthrob is the movie I'm thinking of. I remember when that was being advertised, and that's like a thriller, like psychological horror movie.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's phenomenal.
Yeah, I like him.
And Jake Weary, who plays Hugh / Jeff.
Yeah.
He's really good in this movie. I was looking through his IMDb yesterday, and I'm like, well, I don't really...
Oh, God, he plays Kevin in all of the Fred movies. Listen, if you were a loser as a teenager, you know.
I guess I wasn't. But he was also in The Walking Dead: Dead City.
Oh.
How to Blow Up a Pipeline.
He was in Zombievers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which I didn't know was a thing, but he was.
But I really like Jake Weary, and I think I've only seen him in this movie.
Yeah, but he was very, very good.
Yeah. But it really just Maika Monroe, I think.
I think that the young woman who played Yara was also phenomenal.
I don't think she had as much to do as the other ones, though.
No, but I think you can have a small role and stand out, and I think she was.
Okay, moving on.
It follows Latives.
I got one.
Latives. Nope, we got nothing.
Superlasex.
Okay. Who would you save, Austin?
I would save Jay.
She doesn't die.
But she goes through a lot of bullshit that I would save her from.
Okay, so this is the thing. Is the first 8 months of this podcast, every time I would do that, you would be so angry. And now you've decided it's okay. So I was gaslit for months.
No, you just converted me to the light side of the Force.
That's fair. I guess I'm going to save Greg. I don't feel like he did enough to deserve that ending.
No, but I don't think he deserved enough to want me to save him.
That's fair. I'll save him.
Or the girl in the beginning, I could have saved her.
That's true.
The beginning of this movie's so good.
It is good. I'm sorry. So she did enough for you to save her, but not Greg.
No, neither of them did, because I'm saving Maika.
Okay, fine. What is your favorite scare?
There's so many options.
There are.
I think for me, I'm going to go with... I don't want to steal yours on accident.
Go ahead.
Or you might have something different, though. I love when, like, they're hanging out at the beach, and then you just see the entity who's invisible, so you don't see, but grab Jay's hair slowly, and then just yanks, and the group of kids see this, so they like try to help, and he, like the entity, if you will, just like just kicks Paul, and he goes flying off. That whole scene is fantastic.
It's a very good scene.
What's your favorite scare?
I think I'm gonna go with, this might be a cop out, but I think I'm gonna go with the last scene.
The pool?
No, like the very last.
Oh,
scene, like
okay.
the last shot.
Where it kind of...
Because it's ambiguous for sure.
Yeah.
But it is like, there is something really chilling about like, I think that the two of them, even if they are like in the clear, it's all good, whatever, they're going to spend the rest of their lives
not ever truly
looking over their shoulder. Yeah. And like, especially if they end up together, what happens when it's just the two of them?
Right.
How are they gonna fucking know
Right.
what's real? They can't ask each other. They will both see it. So yeah, I think that is kind of my that's my big it chills.
And I'm just gonna kind of give an honorable mention real quick.
Yeah.
The other scene I was kind of thinking about for this. So not the pool scene in its entirety, even though I love the pool scene. I think it's a great final battle with the monster.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much mystery revolving around the titular it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't quite know what its intelligence is, and it's not portrayed as super. There's hints,
Right.
like it knows how to use a brick to break open a door and stuff. It's just kind of just walking and eerie.
Mm-hmm.
So they come up with this plan to electrocute the entity,
Mm-hmm.
and by having a bunch of electronics by a pool and having Maika in the Maika in the middle
Mm-hmm.
of the pool, like, and the entity comes in and just starts throwing the televisions and microwaves and blenders at Maika. And I think it's a great scare because it's like, I didn't know it could do that. I didn't think it had the thought process to be like, I'm going to throw shit. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is wild. Because the implications of it, obviously, like, you know. Tony Todd Award for movie MVP.
There's only one correct answer.
There really is only one correct answer.
It's the Redford Theatre.
Okay.
No, it's Maika Monroe. But shout us out to the Redford Theatre.
I'm going to go with Clark's. No, I think it is Maika. I don't really feel right giving it to anybody else. She's a very standout performance in this movie.
Right.
And everybody else is great, but she
especially the actor who plays Hugh/Jeff.
Yeah.
Jake, I think. Jake Weary.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think the actor who plays Paul is great too.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Maika sells it.
The cinematography is fantastic. It's a solid movie all around, but it's just, this is a film, you're watching it and you're like, that's a star.
Yes.
And Maika Monroe has proven that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree. Is the score better than Jaws?
No.
No.
But
But
I think it's one of the best scores we've talked about.
I would agree, which is interesting because this is a debut score.
Mm-hmm.
So Richard Vreeland is better known as Disaster Piece.
I was about to say, I only know him as, I was like, who? This is Disaster Piece.
He is mostly a chiptune artist. He's done a lot of video games, but his first
Did
films,
you say chiptune?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's like an 8-bit artist. Somebody who does 8-bit music.
Oh, I thought it was like music, but with like Tostitos.
No.
Songs in the key of Lays.
You're very funny. So yeah, no. So his first film score composition was "It Follows."
Mm-hmm.
Since then he's done Marcel the Shell with Shoes On.
Really?
Yeah, he
of
did.
All the movies you could have said after It Follows.
I know.
I wasn't expecting Marcel the Shell with Shoes On.
Yeah, he did Under the Silver Lake by David Robert.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
He
I really need to see that movie.
Triple Frontier, which is an action adventure movie starring Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, Pedro Pascal.
Is that a Netflix movie?
That is.
I've heard of it.
Yes, it was released on Netflix in 2019. But yeah, it's got like everybody in it. It's got like I said, it's got Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, Pedro Pascal.
I think this was Pedro pre-boom.
Yeah, it is. It's 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And he did Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
I love that movie.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is his most famous score.
Probably. Yeah, I would agree.
It hasn't reached the heights of, say, Jaws or Halloween.
No.
And Halloween's a more apt comparison because they're similar. I think It Follows is different enough, but on first glance, you could call it a Halloween ripoff score, and I would be like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's very much inspired.
Now that I've listened to it more, I think they're very different, but the inspiration's still there. I will hear the It Follows theme in like Halloween, like spooky trick or treat playlists, and like go to Spirit Halloween, you expect to hear the Beetlejuice theme, the Michael Myers theme, the Nightmare on Elm Street. I'll hear the It Follows theme, just kind of just playing. So I don't know if I'm ready. I don't think it's a mainstream theme, but I think the horror girlies and the Cinebros could pick it out.
I think that's probably true. A fine addition to your collection. Do you own this one?
I have a funny story.
Okay.
I thought I did.
Really?
And then yesterday, when I went looking for it, I don't have it. So either I did have it and I just put it somewhere else and I don't know where I put it. Or, well, I borrowed it from a friend first. And then I thought I bought my own copy. But I don't know if I did. So I had to rent it on Apple. And I will be buying either a new copy or my first copy soon.
Awesome.
How about you? Would you own this? Do you own it?
I don't, but last year in August, they released a 10th anniversary 4K Steelbook that is still available. It is $35, and I kind of want to buy it because it has the most beautiful, like, illustration of Maika on the front.
The speed at which Austin lifted his phone up and started searching.
It's from
for this.
Lionsgate Limited.
It is pretty dope. I'm looking at the picture on Anneliese's screen, and like, it's pretty fire.
You might have to send me that link.
I will do it right now. But yeah, it's only $35, so I might scoop this one up.
I want it.
I know I don't usually get in on this question, but this is one I would own. This was a movie that
It is a movie that feels like a movie.
It is.
So
well,
right.
this was a movie that I truly
my God.
hate to,
it's beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It is
I'm
awesome.
so sorry, Jeremy.
Oh no, you're okay. You're good.
I got the text and I needed it.
It's pretty
and
good.
It's on sale.
Yeah, I want to buy it really bad right now. I will have to wait till Friday, but that's okay.
I'm buying this right now.
If
I
you
love
want
that for
me
you.
to not
This
have
is
to wait until Fridays to get fancy steelbook editions and to build my physical media
Subscribe to
collection,
that Patreon.
please subscribe to that Patreon for only $3 a month.
Hell yeah.
This is a Would You Die First? Austin is actively purchasing a movie to add to his collection in real time of
I'm gonna
recording.
be really sad if he gets the last copy though.
Well, here's the thing. I'm kind of looking through.
The reviews.
No,
Oh.
I'm looking through what else they have.
Oh yeah, you gotta look.
Because they got Cabin Fever, American Psycho, Knives Out.
Oh.
Wait, do they have the Knives Out steelbook? Like the one with the like?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I want that one real bad.
So I'm looking through the. I am not buying it this second, only because I'm kind of seeing. I'm seeing what they got.
Wait, this is the one that I want. Oh, it looks like an old book.
The Knives Out. Yeah.
And it has the thing.
Dun dun.
Oh no. Oh, this is so bad.
Yeah,
What-
because they have Your Next on 4K. Ooh, that's a pretty cover. So we should move on.
Welcome to Would You Buy?
Would you buy?
The show where, yes,
That-
I would.
That is iconic.
They have Freaky Tales. We were just talking about that. Anyway.
Anyway, I was saying this is one that I would own. This is a movie that, like, not to contradict Austin, and I don't know shit about anything. By the way, I want to be really clear. My opinion is the least valid of anybody's on this opinion. That's why I'm the producer. I was unimpressed for the first about 20 minutes of this movie, and I thought
Sure.
the back 2/3 of it really sold me on this film, and I really, really liked it by the end of it.
Well, I'll be honest. The first time I watched it, I didn't really care about this movie.
Right.
I didn't get it. I thought it was a Halloween ripoff.
Yeah.
So it's a slower movie.
Yeah.
That could be, part of it, but I've grown to appreciate it. I really do enjoy it. Oh, they have The Descent. Oh, it's sold out. Restock?
Did you see the La La Land?
The La La Land is
Steelbook
really
that's
good.
sold out because I'm really devastated about it.
Wait, which one is that?
It's the La La Land 4K Steelbook.
I mean, like, what does it look like?
It's got like the illustration of them on the front.
Okay, I see it now.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed with
Oh,
it.
I have that Saw. And that Spiral.
I want that.
I
from the
still
Book
never
of
saw
Saw.
Spiral.
No.
Can you just
Do I need to?
give it to me?
But
Can you just give it to me? Can you just give me the
I actually
if
might
anybody
have that
has-
La La Land.
Don't tell me that. Oh my god, I'm so devastated. Anyway,
I
we should move on. Get out your Letterboxd reviews.
All right. I got it. Are we ready?
Hold on, I have to go from my cart, which...
Now has 8 things in it.
Yeah, that got expensive real quick. I gotta do some deleting from that cart. I'm ready.
Okay. So I gave this movie 3.5 stars. Like I said, I thought it was a slow start, but
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the back. This was probably a 2-star watch for me until about 45 minutes in.
I think 10 years ago I gave this 2 stars.
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't have the Letterboxd era.
So this was a 3.5 star watch for me, and my review says, Clark's ice cream rules.
I love that.
That's cute. I gave this 3.5 stars. And I said, I don't know if my enjoyment comes from knowing every single spot that comes up or the fact that the movie's good. # Detroit.
I gave this 4 stars and a heart. Although I will say, my appreciation for this film has grown over time.
For
That's fair. And I think, like, if I were to give this another watch, that would be the case.
Mm-hmm. And my review is 6 and the City. Detroit.
That's so funny.
That is very good.
I'm really proud of it.
You should be. That's a good one.
And I was on Threads yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Threads every day. It's become my Twitter replacement. And I was really proud of this. I said, watching It Follows in my comfy Detroit hoodie with my cozy Lions blinky. Hell yeah.
Love that.
I'm going to watch all these movies in my cozy Detroit hoodie with my comfy Lions blinky.
Okay. So there's no Supernatural alumni in this one. So it's time for our special edition superlatives.
Ooh, what's that this month?
And Austin had a really good one. We're going to do a draft. We will each be drafting a character to a different Detroit sports team. I will be drafting to the Wings. Jeremy, I assume you're drafting to the Tigers. Is that the case?
It's a week by week base, or week
Okay.
by week base,
So
day by day.
Jeremy
real
will
life.
either be drafting to the Pistons or the Tigers, depending on the movie.
Yep.
And Austin will be drafting a character to the Lions. So
Bite some kneecaps.
I want to set up some ground rules. Are we allowed to pick the same character? Or is it like a traditional draft? Once it's gone, it's gone.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to just go round robin? Do we want to do rock paper scissors to see who goes first? How do you want to do it?
I think we could go Lisa, Jeremy, Austin.
Every week?
Because we went Austin, Lisa, Jeremy for the Bay Award.
That's fair.
So
Okay.
I feel like this is that's the most fair way to do it. Here's what I will also, just because some of these movies don't have as many characters,
Fair.
we could do either actors or characters are different.
Sounds good.
Our crew,
Okay.
you can pick crew if you wanted to.
Sounds good.
So both. So
Yeah.
you could pick a character, an act. So like Jay and Maika Monroe are different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds good. I am going to draft to the Red Wings Hugh. And here's why. He is big, but not too big.
Mm-hmm.
He can move. We know this because he can haul people. Like, he hauled her up several flights of stairs and then put her in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? He is willing to use, force if necessary. And yeah, so I'm gonna go with him. I think he'd be like a good forward or maybe a wing. I don't think he'd be a defensive player, but I think he'd be a good asset on offense.
I like it.
Okay.
Jeremy?
I'm not drafting anybody to the Pistons this week because I don't want to mess with the team chemistry.
That's so real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'm drafting Paul to the Detroit Tigers. And here's why. Paul's a team player. Paul's willing to take one for the team.
Yeah.
He's willing, like, he fits the AJ Hinch philosophy. He gives Zach McKinstry. He's willing to play any
Like,
position.
utility
He's gonna be a
infielder.
utility guy. He's gonna just get in there. He's gonna get in the dirt. He's gonna put the team on his back when he has to, but when he doesn't have to, he's gonna play a role and play it well. So Paul to the Detroit Tigers. We need a third baseman.
Sure.
So
Austin, who you got?
I have a question. Is it cheating if I put them in like a coaching position?
ooh, I didn't even think about that possibility.
No, you can do
Who
that.
are we
Sure.
who's our new offensive coordinator, Austin?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was thinking about taking Paul for a defensive coordinator or a higher defensive coaching position because his plan.
His plan was really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for when he takes the gun and he's just like
Poor
Aaron
Yara.
shot. It just like takes the girl's calf out.
I know.
Like,
Anywho.
When the scream, I scrumped.
Just
Wasn't as bad as hers because she got shot in the fucking leg and I didn't.
I didn't catch it at first. I just watched her collapse and I looked at Anneliese and I go, "Did he just shoot her in the face? Like what happened just now?"
Right. That's wild. I think I'm gonna draft Jay
Okay,
Okay.
because I can't imagine a draft without Micah.
that's true.
Micah Mai.
Micah my. That is so good. That is so good. But yeah, I'll put her. I don't know about offensive coordinator, but I think she'd be like a good like wide receivers coach
I like it.
because she'd be running.
She do be running.
She knows her routes
Yeah.
and she didn't
Knows
get
how to bob and weave.
exactly. She knows how to exactly.
She doesn't
Yeah.
get got.
hmm When the kids are running, to be fair, she's in a car, but she had to run to that car first.
Yeah.
That's true.
And yeah, things are just chasing her the whole time, and she's just whether the entire defense is after her or just so. But also, I don't want the possibility of her getting like just. I know this is an older reference, but just being annihilated by Cam Chancellor or like Ray Lewis, like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who are the it wouldn't be Kirby Joseph or Brian Branch because they're hurt and also that's our team, but like who are like the best safeties?
She could play quarterback. She's more mobile.
Can she throw?
Can
Probably
we not do
not.
this right now?
The only Jared Goff. No, the only one I would consider for quarterback position is it.
Oh, dude, for real.
The way they be
He can be anybody.
talking televisions. Like, I need you to get that microwave 75 yards to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And I know it can do it.
Right. I think that's very fair.
What if I said Xavier McKinney?
Yeah, I think he's laying out Maika Monroe, if I'm being honest.
Right, so you want to keep her safe.
Yeah, so I think in a coaching position.
I
That's
like
good.
it.
Yeah.
I like it. Can I give one honorable mention?
Yeah.
It to the Pistons, but specifically, you know the scene when they're standing in the doorway and it comes
Oh,
the
I
super
was
tall one
thinking
with like
about
no
that.
eyes kind of comes in over him. That's our center. He's
Thinking
doing
about
nothing
that.
but getting boards. Like,
He is one half of the tallest twins in the world.
oh really?
He is was a manufacturer for General Motors.
Oh, interesting.
Probably still is. I don't know. That was a decade ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like not like a. That wasn't to like a. I'm looking to like expand my acting career type role.
No,
That
he's
was
a
like-
local guy.
I'll be in your horror movie. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
And he's in like one of the scariest parts of the movie.
Yeah.
I feel like that part was in all the trailers.
Yeah.
It's like that guy from the Alien movie who my mom knows.
Yeah. You put him in. You put him in
Yeah.
when like Jalen Duran needs like a break, and we just need boards. We don't need
Yep.
a lot of offense from our center position. We just need rebounds for like like a stretch of like 5 minutes,
Yeah,
so
he's got
JD
it.
can get.
You
rested.
can also put the offspring from Alien Romulus in that position.
You could.
too.
You could.
Now that-
also
that's on my mind.
kind of somewhat a local.
Yeah.
So
At least for college, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
And he played basketball.
Oh yeah. he's-
That, more importantly. Austin, would you die?
yes.
Does it?
Do I need to explain?
Is it because you want to sleep with Maika Madison?
And Maika Monroe. No, respectfully.
Maika Monroe, I'm sorry.
Mikey Madison's in a different...
Mikey Madison's a different bitch.
Is it because you
they're
want to
both-
sleep with someone not in this movie?
Is it
They're
because...
both beautiful, respectively.
Can I try this again?
Yeah.
Is it because you want to sleep with Maika Monroe?
Yes, respectfully. Not necessarily in this movie, because she's a child.
Well, yeah.
But also, I'm
Yeah.
the same age, so it would have been fine.
I will say, I did not realize she was like. I knew she was supposed to be like a high schooler. I didn't when you read the like beginning, like the synopsis, and you were like 15-year-old. I was like, didn't know that. I thought she was supposed to be like a senior.
Oh, I mean.
Well, yeah, but I think she was like probably 19
Sure, yeah.
or you know.
Yeah.
And she's so pretty now. So.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyways, here's my thing.
Are you just not running?
I don't want to.
That's fair.
And I'm not, like, I don't know, my game's not that bad, but I don't think I have it in me to keep going, like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you have to constantly be running and constantly be fucking.
Yeah.
I have work. I don't got that.
I have a job.
Yeah, I don't got that kind of time.
That's fair.
You're just in your office. You look out the window, and it's walking to her, and you're like, God damn it.
Exactly.
Now I gotta go
just
get
wanna
laid.
enjoy
Now I
some-
gotta go get laid. Exactly.
If you just want to enjoy some Clarks.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. You
And
get
fucking
it.
Paul's there.
Fucking Paul.
Because, like, Micah, she, poor thing, has to, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she gets laid a bunch.
Yeah.
And she don't, and she's forced to. And
Yeah.
that's not fun.
No, it doesn't make it like a good time.
Exactly. So, but at the same time, I'm not gonna stop.
Okay.
How about you? What do you
No, because I just simply
don't have sex?
I was a loser in high school,
Oh,
and so that wouldn't have happened for me. And also, like, yeah, I'm in a committed relationship, so I guess my like thought process here is like, if I were to have that happen, and then Jeremy were to be like, "Hey, so I have some really bad news," I would have to be like, "So like, we have to have a conversation about our relationship." And you stepping out is more the thing. So
Imagine finding out somebody cheated on you because you almost got killed.
inherited their sex demon, yeah, and that would
Yeah,
suck.
yeah.
Like, damn it.
oh my God.
So not only is your relationship over, but now you have this like thing that you have to
Right.
just deal with.
Yeah.
What about you, Jeremy? Would you die?
I don't think so. I mean, like,
Okay.
this is hard. This is hard because, like...
Were you a high school loser too? Never
No.
made it with a... Yeah, I know.
So, this is hard because, like, this isn't, like, a situation where, like, using protection helps you. You know what I mean?
Right. Like even if you're responsible, this isn't a
Right.
this isn't one.
So it feels like maybe... And listen, my turnaround time wasn't good. It's never been good enough to, like, pass it off.
And then here's the other thing we have to
In time.
consider. The person that you're, how the kids say, doing the nasty with.
They have to be like their survival
They have to have
instincts.
game too.
Yeah, they have to have game, they have to have survival instincts.
Right. So what if I pick a loser?
Oof.
Like, do you think Paul's turning around like and giving it off? No.
It was smart that they went to the
Yeah.
what's the
Greg was a good
sex workers
Oh, that too.
at the end.
Yeah.
That was very smart because they get paid.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you,
And
but the
So,
people
you know,
paying them.
it's incredibly smart, you know, because he goes to the sex worker. The person paying them is also gonna get it and presumably pay for somebody else.
Right.
But
And
even if they don't,
continue
if
to
they
pass it
get
off.
killed, I feel like as a sex worker, you probably and like I don't know. I mean, like I'm not experienced in that area either, but like I assume that you probably have a quick enough turnaround time that like you might not even know that you've had it passed back to you
True. Yeah.
in time to like
Prevent.
re-give it.
Yeah.
Is this how they follow? Is this how it reproduced?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm just here.
We'll have to see.
I
that
thought I
movie.
saw that movie is supposed to start filming this year.
Yeah, I saw an article headline that says Maika Monroe. Maika Monroe has a exciting update on They Follow. And I didn't click the article because I'm like, I'll believe it when I see the trailer.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You're very much like, I'll believe it.
This movie's been in the works for a long time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Austin, where can the people find you?
The people can find me watching public domain horror movies with Maika Monroe at Austin M. Torres on Instagram, Threads, and Letterboxd. You can find the show's social media at Would You Die Show. I almost said Would You Die Torres.
Would You Die Torres?
At Would You Die Show, where you can find my short films, Ice Cream Spider, The Blood Witch. Watch the trailer for Dietary Restrictions, out now. Follow us on subscribe to our Patreon for only $3 a month. We have a new episode of the Godzilla Project out this month. King Kong versus Godzilla. It's one of the better ones. Check that one out. We have our monthly bonus episodes. Would You Ball, because we like sports.
We don't care. Who knows?
And we're just doing a crap ton of stuff for only $3 a month. It's a good time. Come hang out. I comment back. Sometimes. Mostly.
Sometimes I do too.
That's true. She has the power.
I do.
Where can the people find you?
The people can find me enjoying the resurgence of Detroit. And you can also find me at Whimsawillow on Instagram, Threads, my new film-based Tumblr. See what else I'm watching outside of the podcast. Yeah. What about you, Jeremy? Where can people find you?
Clark's.
I should have said the Redford. Actually, you can find all of us at the Redford March 27th. They're playing Jurassic Park.
Yeah, come join us.
We're taking Jeremy's Jurassic Park Genity.
And Redford Theatre Genity.
Ooh, a double Genity.
Double Genity.
And then we're giving him a sex demon.
Oh.
And a Velociraptor.
But you can find me at Clark's and at Annually Funny on all social platforms. Although I'm not using it much lately, but I'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll be in and out periodically.
Yeah, but yeah, if you guys go to that showing of Jurassic Park at the Redford,
Yeah, come say hi.
come say hi to us. Yeah,
Please.
Be a ball.
Yeah. Huge thank yous to Jeremy Lippitt for producing our podcast. Thank you to our theme music's composer, Josie Palmer. Please check out her music on Spotify and Apple Music. Big thank you also for our graphics displayed on our social media, which are done by Allie Gibson at Crosshook Creative. You can check out more of his work at wearecrosshook.com and alliegibsondesign.com. Austin, do you have a hint for the next episode?
Next week, we go from a villain you can't see to a villain who can't see. Until then, I'm Austin Torres.
And I'm Anneliese Petersmark.
Try not to die.